right, so let's introduce ourselves. My name is Samantha Kwong. This is our first episode intro podcast that we have right now. And next to me is Amy. Amy, you can introduce yourself.
I'm Amy Kiesenwetter. How's it going?
I wanted to come on and create this podcast because this was something I've always been wanting to do since pre-COVID, maybe late COVID. And I had this opportunity to start thinking about, what type of podcast I wanted to do, but it never turned out well. I had someone with me to provide that motivation and start it off, but it's just the feeling of the topics, the ideas, I really wasn't feeling it whatsoever. And I kept dragging it on, but the thing was, I always wanted to do a podcast and share my thoughts, but just nothing was speaking to me. Until last year where
we are.
And then I was like wrapping my head and I'm like, when I'm doing podcasts, I really needed someone else next to me, someone that I could feel comfortable to do this podcast with. And I kept racking my brain, and the person that kept popping my head was Amy right here. She just radiates such confidence and brilliance that I just feel so comfortable with you. So there was just no way I could not think of you as someone I wanted to do this with. So I was very nervous at first, but I'm glad you said yes. So here we are. And I've been a realtor for 10 plus years, but my career isn't what we're talking about focus right now. And my purpose here is really talking about just being open as being a mom, being as a female, living in the Vancouver region, and just being open to talk about shit. And especially because this is my therapy session. That's the honest truth about my heart of being a podcaster, is really wanting to air my shit, frustration on life and being an Asian woman, a CBC, and all that good stuff. And I thought of Amy, and that's here I am right now. So I'll leave it to Amy to introduce herself more.
Hello, my name is Amy Kiesenwetter, and Sam I actually cold called Sam 2.5 years ago in our industry, in the real estate industry here in Vancouver, and I really connected with her. She just shares a lot of really personal stories with her connection with her clients, and that really stood out to me. I cold called her. She was warm. She was wonderful. Fast forward 2.5 years later, and here we are doing this. I've never considered a podcast. Video is not my favorite thing to be on, but I do love, and I felt this way about Sam since I met her that first time. I love how transparent she is. I love how open she is. I love that I can ask any ridiculous question and she shows up and answers. She educates me on culture. She educates me on just different perspectives, and we can sit down and have a conversation about absolutely any raw, real thing going on in our lives, completely apart from our business, with our business, all the things. And it's really refreshing.
Oh, you're totally flattering me right now, honestly. That is very sweet. I have not have anyone have provided such a deep description of myself, so thank you so much for that. I will say that when you first reached out to me, Amy, I had no clue who the heck you were. Like, literally had no clue. You were just some random person that reached out to me.
Yeah.
But I think what me wanting to give the green light saying, oh yeah, let's grab coffee, was the fact that you just your text message, your phone call. Actually, it was a phone call.
It was, yeah.
And it was
very nervous phone call.
I couldn't tell. I honestly couldn't.
Perfect.
I just feel the exuberance of confidence, and I've never had anyone call me from a mortgage specialist.
Yes.
No one. Every mortgage specialist that come approach me for just to build a connection of some sort, it's always been text, email, or let's just say even through other social media networks, LinkedIn, all those social media platforms. Never once had I had anyone cold call me, and for me that was really nice. I've been in the industry for so long that I've been very jaded. I've been very jaded. I didn't really care to find another mortgage specialist at all because I'm pretty happy with the one I have. I didn't really care to find another one, but maybe I think at that time I was in a kind of what was it? On a crossroad. I was like, oh, you know what? I really should try to be more open to reach out to more people. If someone coming through, let's do it. And you called me and you seemed like you knew who I was. And I like, no.
I stalked her online.
I had no clue who she was at all.
Excuse me.
No worries. And because of that, I was just like, okay. You made it sound like I was at an event that I actually wasn't there. Did you know that?
No, I knew you weren't there.
Oh, did you? But it made it sound like you...
Because before we spoke at your office, excuse me, before we spoke at your office, I Googled all the team members we were going to speak to.
Yeah.
And you were on the team.
Yeah.
So I just Googled you. Yeah. And then from there, I looked on your Facebook.
Yeah.
And then I saw your posts on Facebook that related to your business, which I did for everyone. And it just really resonated with me what you wrote about your clients and about the experience and how much their experience meant to you. Mm-hmm. And that's what I wanted my business to be. Mm-hmm. So that's why I reached out to you.
Because I don't know, in that conversation, I thought that you saw me at the event and then I felt
totally internet creeped you.
I felt so flustered. I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot this Amy person and I didn't know who she was and I just pretended like I thought I knew who
So the whole time you thought I was crazy?
Oh, well, I just thought maybe you mistaken me for someone else, really. And then you were talking about my Facebook page and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, that's fine. And when I met you, I really was going to turn you down lightly, sort of, and say, this is not going to work out. And I was very upfront with you saying, I'm not a person that's going to be able to give you business at all. Unless I give you business, if it's like first time home buyers and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Anything experience, I don't feel comfortable enough because you really don't have experience.
Very brand new.
And I also was very, very firm on if I'm going to give you my business, I'm not expecting anything from you. No, not like a referral fee or anything of that ladder. Because personally for me, if I'm going to recommend someone to my clients that's going to help with the facilitation of the transaction that we do, mm-hmm. you are literally, an extension of me. If you fuck up, I fuck up. Okay?
Yes.
No matter what type of incentivization you give me does not actually give me any motivation or any incentive to really want to hire or use you as my mortgage broker for my clients.
Yeah, it does matter.
I have to feel 100% confident and realize how competent you are. If you're not, I don't care how much of an incentive package and you sucking up to me, I'm not going to be interested because I will say my reputation is worth more than a referral fee. And I'm pretty sure I said that to you.
She did, but I really appreciated that. But I was in it for the long game, so that didn't matter. Her saying that meant a lot to me because I'm like, oh my God, a woman that not only knows her worth, but she looks at me as a woman that expects worth from myself. And that was a big deal. She's like, I don't need a payout. I don't need this. I don't need that. She's like, if I ever do call on you, you need to show up for the client and you need to basically be an extension of her. And if that's not good enough for me, I can walk away now and paying her off isn't going to work. So any Amazon gift cards I could provide were just gone to the wayside.
Yeah, I've had numerous mortgage brokers reach out to me saying, oh, Samantha, let's grab coffee through different, social media outlets and saying we have this amazing incentive package. I think most people would know, to me, it's a very sales tactic. Mm-hmm. And it's so cringy for me. It leaves me a very bad taste in my mouth.
This is really interesting to hear. I don't think we've ever had this conversation.
No, I get so turned off. I'm very polite about it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to waste my time. That's why I'm very picky. I rarely say yes to anyone. But because you actually personally called me,
Oh,
it's hard because I hate cold calling. That's why I was so amazed at you.
that's good to know.
Oh my gosh, because I know how hard it is. And I think I really have a lot of empathy for people who are trying out their first time. Nobody's giving the opportunity. And so I really wanted to do that. I was curious about you.
She did say that. She did say that on the phone. She's like, I think you did say you were impressed that I called and you understand where I'm coming from as a new person and you would meet with me.
Yeah,
you were very sweet.
Oh,
yeah.
I applaud you. Literally, not many people can do cold calling. Even till now, I was actually talking to my colleague just yesterday at the office. All of us hate cold calling.
It is the worst. I mean, or it's not my favorite. I love people and a personal connection, but cold calling is not my favorite thing.
I definitely found cold calling very hard for me to build that connection because I need to physically meet that person.
Yes.
Before to determine how much of a connection I can build and actually determine the energy. I'm all about the energy.
Oh my God, so about the energy. Yeah. I gotta feel it. I gotta feel that I want to be around you. I gotta feel that I can trust you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you felt like, it seems like you felt my energy already through my Facebook.
You write very detailed posts.
Okay.
Yeah.